What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we've got 5 affordable Middle Eastern fragrances, clones with a twist, if you will, that were sent my way by the great folks over at FragranceBuy.ca. Appreciate the partnership that I have on the channel with them. Has nothing to do with what I'm going to think about the fragrances. What they smell like is what the hell they smell like. But interesting. Wataniah, I believe, and Grandeur are the two brands. These are out of nowhere. They recently dropped on their website. I haven't really looked into them, but they asked if I was interested in checking them out, and I know you guys are big fans of these affordable Middle Eastern fragrances that, you know, most of the time are really good performers and smell really good. I'm eager to check them out. See if what's good, what's not so good, what should you pass on, and what should you maybe consider picking up. So we're going to dive into these 5. Stay tuned. So let's start with what I believe to be a blue fragrance. This is a Grandeur fragrance. This is called Pacific Woods Eau de Parfum. It's 100 ml. Okay, let's see what we're working. I'm assuming it's a blue fragrance based on what I'm seeing here. So let me get this box out the way. I kind of like that look to the bottle. Cylinder style, has the plate on the front. Get it to focus real quick. There we go. Pacific Woods Eau de Parfum has the cutout here. Kind of reminds me of the base of the La Fleurs de Golf bottles. Does not hold into place. It is magnetic, but it's not a strong magnet, as you can see. So I would not encourage picking this up from the cap. But we're going to do all 5 of these on skin. Let's see what we're working with. Ooh, okay. Look at that. That's really familiar. I mean, they're clones with a twist. I should know what all of these are, right? It's almost like a powdery Invictus. Very much Invictus, actually. It's an Invictus flanker. Not platinum, not really aqua, not legend either. Maybe. It's almost like Invictus, a little bit boozy-ish, and a bit of powder. I do get some powder. Almost like Invictus Intense meets Invictus Aqua. Invictus Intense, how you like that name drop? Meets Invictus Aqua. Because it's got this woody, powdery nuance that's a clear twist, but it's clearly an Invictus fragrance. It smells like Invictus's DNA. But woody and powdery. This is not one-to-one. This is going to be the one to beat for me, guys. It smells like a blue fragrance, Invictus family, and powdery on top of that, which I like my powdery fragrances. And one more time, look at this atomizer. Great stuff. It's good. Woody, powdery, Invictus. Final answer. Let's cross-reference. Let's pull it up.
A few minutes later.
Okay, so Grandeur Elite. No, that's not it. Okay, so Grandeur Pacific Wood Invictus Intense Twist. So it is Invictus Intense. Embrace nature's tranquility with Grandeur Pacific Wood perfume, evoking the serene beauty of the Pacific Northwest. Refreshing top notes lead to warm and spicy accords, creating an inviting aroma reminiscent of lush forests. Perfect for any occasion. This unisex scent leaves a lasting impression of earthy allure. So they don't have any notes here, but it does state what it's a twist on, Invictus Intense. And it is not exactly Invictus Intense. I kind of thought Invictus Intense a little bit because of the added sweetness. Almost like Invictus Intense meets the Aqua Flanker, like I was saying. But it's more woodsy and powdery. This is actually really good if you like the Invictus family of fragrances. If you don't like it, you'll hate this fragrance. And let's see how much it's going for. It is $27.22 USD, because I'll have links to all these down below. So if you're interested, it's a sub $30 fragrance that I'm going to give an 8 out of 10 to. No secret, big fan of Invictus. Invictus Aqua 2018 is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. There was a long stretch where I would call it my favorite, where I still kind of do. I'm not ready to dethrone it, but this smells like a mix of that, Invictus Intense, so that makes sense, but it's much more powdery and woodsy. I appreciate it. I prefer a clone with a twist instead of a direct copy of something. This is the one to beat for me. Pacific Woods, 8 out of 10. Okay, we started off hot. What do we have here? Wataniah. This is Sabah Al Ward. No clue what this is supposed to be. Well, let's check out the bottle. See what we're working with here. I like the color to the bottle. Interesting faux gemstone look. There we go. Nothing spectacular. Just meh. Has this purplish, pinkish hue. I do like the color. Cap does not hold well into place, I have to say. And this is just a basic atomizer. Sweet and floral. What is that? That's familiar. I mean, they're all clones. Of course, it's going to be familiar. A little medicinal and rosy. Sweet. Very floral. Very floral. It's not just rose. It's very floral. This is a women's fragrance. This is definitely a women's fragrance. It's nice, though. It's familiar. I mean, it's a clone of something popular. I just can't pinpoint it, but very sweet and floral. Aromatic and musky. Now, I'm not too familiar with this fragrance, so we're going to go ahead and cross-reference right now.
12 seconds later.
It does not say. Sabah Al Ward is an alluring amber floral. That makes sense for women. It's a lively opening of pink pepper and mandarin orange. It gives away to rich heart of cacao pod, jasmine sambac, and orange blossom. There's your florals. No rose, though. Fragrance settles into a comforting base of vanilla and tonka bean and patchouli, creating a captivating and elegant aroma that leaves a lasting impression. It doesn't say what it's a clone or a twist of. It's very feminine and floral. Another one, $29.43. The listing says for men and for women, but I think it's quite feminine. So, fellas, tread lightly if you want to pick this one up. Your girl might like it, though, if she likes sweet florals. Not so much fruity florals, the pink pepper being the sweetest note here, obviously. A lot of florals. It does smell a little rosy to me, but it's a fresh, fruity, and sweet kind of floral smell. Not really my jam, but it does smell good. I wonder if my wife would like it. I'm going to give it a... I'm going to go 6.5 out of 10 for better than good. Nothing super captivating to me. On me, it's a no-go. On my wife, might be great. I don't know. But how it smells right here on me, I'm going to go better than good at a 6.5 out of 10. Okay, what do we have here? This is Wataniah. This is Lazuli. Blue and gold for the box. Let's see, or at least the sleeve for the box. Quite frustrating to get off. That was a pain. Box is kind of nice, though. Looks like it folds. It does. That is how it opens. Okay. Ooh, heavy. Heavy cap. Nice box. Gotta say. Heavy bottle. I like the look of the plate. This one's nice. This one's nice. Has this bead blasted look to it in the back. Has what looks like one of the Navitu series caps. This is what it reminds me of, like Vivamore and stuff like that. I say that because I was literally on a live stream with Dedrick earlier where he was talking about Vivamore. It looks kind of like the cap. Holds pretty well in place. Doesn't click. Let's see what we're working with here. We're going to go... Good spray. A little salty and airy. And floral. Kind of reminds me of... It smells like neroli. Kind of like neroli Portofino here. It's like a spicier neroli Portofino. I get spice and I get a lot of neroli. A little green, soapy. This smells so good. My wife loves, you hear me, loves neroli Portofino. I'm gonna let her get this. She's gonna want this when she smells it. This is great. I love Neroli Portofino too. I have several fragrances that smell like it. She does as well. She wears it often. She's gonna love this bottle and this fragrance. It's a slightly spiced, very fresh Neroli Portofino. It's orange blossom, some spices, citrus, fresh greens. Let's cross-reference.
10 seconds later.
So here we go. Neroli twist. So it's Neroli Portofino. It doesn't have a write-up here, but it's $34.59. So similar to Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino, I don't have a write-up for it specifically to read. But I'm looking at the listing for it. It says unisex for man and for woman. For sure, anybody that likes Neroli Portofino, this is definitely a twist on it. It is potent. It is pretty stout coming off of my skin. I have to say it's strong up top. But picture Neroli Portofino's scent profile and now spice it up like a light, fresh, peppery smell. This one's an 8 out of 10 for me as well. Like, I don't want to rate it higher than Pacific Woods because I really like Pacific Woods, but I really like this too. Yeah, I'm not going to rate it higher than Pacific Woods, but it's right there. It's right there. It's a fresh, spicy, peppery twist on the Neroli Portofino that I am gladly going to let my wife have because she is going to love this. Man, this is beautiful. I love the plate. Wataniah Lazuli. Man, a few of these are really, really good. So here we have Monarch Rawae'e. Wataniah has the window to the box. I like the red. This is deep, rich red glass. That's a pretty good looking bottle. I get the focus. Cap has some detailing. Does it hold? It holds. Clicks into place. Let's go back up top. Ooh. Really good atomizer. A little bit of an oud for greatness kind of feel. A little bit. But fruitier. Some fruitiness to it. Kind of in between of Baccarat Rouge and Oud for Greatness, but fruitier. The woods are drier. It doesn't remind me specifically of one, like it's a clone of this. It's a gray area. It's a gray area fragrance. It reminds me of a few things here. A little medicinal, a little touch of spice. It's even a smoky nuance. Kind of weird. This is a strange one. It's good, but it's not good at the same time. I know that's confusing. It's confusing me too. This is my least favorite. We'll rate it in a second. Let's cross-reference and see what we got here. Okay. Fenty twist. So Fenty as in the Rihanna fragrance? Fenty? Fenty Beauty? Must be. I did a review on that one. My wife has that fragrance. Indulge in luxury with Wataniah Eternal Rawae'e Monarch perfume, captivating the senses with its enchanting blend of citrus, florals, and warm base notes. Expertly crafted for a timeless appeal, the fragrance leaves an elegant trail wherever you go. Packed in a stunning bottle, it's a must-have for those that appreciate the finer things in life. $25.78 for 100 ml. Very affordable. Not really for me. I don't think it's as good as Fenty. I remember quite liking Fenty. We have that bottle in this household. Another one that 6 out of 10. I'm not completely feeling this one. It's my least favorite of the bunch. So we're going to go better than good still. It's still good quality fragrance, and it doesn't smell like other things outside of what it's cloning. But I'm going to go with a 6 out of 10. It doesn't captivate me. It doesn't resonate with me. Monarch Rawae'e. Let's see what we got last. Mountain Nuit. Grandeur Elite. All right. Okay. cylinder style bottle. Plate on the front. It's heavy. It's very, very heavy. Cap is very, very heavy. That's really, really heavy. I don't trust it. I wouldn't want to pick it up from the cap. Cap's super heavy. Decent sprayer, nothing special. Okay, this one I know. This one I know. Let me get a non-alcohol sniff before I say what I think it is. Still getting alcohol. Like immediately alcohol, so wave some of that off. This has a little BR 540, but it's something more along the lines of Instant Crush because I get more florals. But it's in that vein. It's not exactly Baccarat Rouge 540. It's kind of somewhere closer to Mancera's Instant Crush. I get the burnt sugar smell, but I get a lot of florals here. And spice, this is nice. It's not better than my two favorites. It's not going to be a higher than 8. I'm not giving it an 8. I'm just saying it's not beating my two favorites. A little powdery, a little spicy. It's not too shabby. I gotta say, let's cross-reference.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Arabian Tonka, really, it's not as sugary sweet. It's a twist. It's not like Noir d'Arabie from Paris Corner, Pandora Sense line. That's more of a direct copy, whereas this has more of a twist because I get a little bit of spice going on here. More so than I do there. It's sweet, but it's not like sugar, spoonful of sugar kind of sweet. I get the dry woodiness. It's not really much of an oud funk. So it makes sense. It relates to it, but it's a twist. This is another one. It's a twist. Embark on a fragrant journey with Grandeur Mountain Nuit Paris perfume. Blending Western allure with Middle Eastern mystique, featuring exotic spices, floral heart notes, and warm base notes, this fragrance defies gender boundaries. Housed in an elegant bottle, it invites you to dance with the stars and leave a trail of mystery wherever you go. And this one is going for $29.56. So all of these are extremely affordable. This is Arabian's Tonka with a twist. It is not spot on. I would say this is like 60 to 70%. I would say more 70% Arabian's Tonka because it's more on the spice than it is heavily sugared sweet. I like this. I like it. I don't like it more than my two favorites, but it is a 7 out of 10. It is a very good fragrance. I'm digging it. This is one worth checking out. If Arabian's Tonka or Noir d'Arabie, it's pretty much direct copy. If they're just too sugary sweet for you, and you wish the sweetness was dialed back just a bit, and maybe some of the other notes were enhanced, that's where a fragrance like this would come into play for you. So Mountain Nuit, this one's solid. We're going to go ahead and give this bad boy a 7 out of 10. Let me get that to focus for you guys real quick. It's good stuff. Well, that's my take on these 5. Some surprised me, some did not. Hands down, my favorite, Pacific Woods. Invictus Intense meets Invictus Aqua meets Powder and Woods. Heavy Powder and Woods. This is my favorite. It's also, I'm going to spray it one more time, the best atomizer. God, that's good. And my favorite bottle. Win, win, win. My favorite atomizer, bottle, and scent. Easily. I like this one a lot. If there's one I'm going to gravitate to and I would like to wear, in fact, I'm going showering a bit. I'm wearing this tonight. We're going to bump it to an 8.5. I like it a lot. So if there's one that I'm giving the stamp of approval to the most, Pacific Woods from Grandeur. This is my kind of style right here. I like this a lot. Thank you once again, Fragrance Buy, for sending these my way. I'm glad I'm able to check these out because there's a few of them that I actually really like. The two most feminine ones, obviously not for me. That's why they got the lowest ratings. It's not going to resonate with me. It's not something I'll wear. And 100% not sure, not 100% sure, I guess is the proper way to say that, that my wife will be completely into them, though I think she might like this one. We'll see. I'm going to let her check them out, and if she wants them, she can have them. If not, they'll sit there and collect dust. Because I'm not going to wear them when they're too feminine. Too feminine's too feminine, you know. But this, I'm wearing this tonight. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How many of you have tried any of these fragrances? I had never really heard of them until they mentioned them to me, and I was like, sure, let me check them out. And I'm glad I did, because I found a gem. I found a gem specifically for me. I love when there's a twist and it's not a carbon copy. This is the kind of twist on Invictus I've been missing. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of these, especially Pacific Woods, and you give it a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.